Hi everyone, I'm Vicki and I want to welcome you back to my channel. Today is a part 2 video. So if you have not already watched the last video that I posted, it would have come out on 2 days ago. That's part 1. And today I've got part 2 for you. So I hope you enjoy, and yeah, I would love to have you on my channel too. If you are not already subscribed, do take a minute to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like my videos. And without further ado, here is part 2. Let's see. Yes, and I also identified while I was camping, I did more journaling and I love that kind of stuff. I love getting off the grid, just doing a personal assessment, checking in on what I call my personal foundation to see, where I might need to focus in on certain areas of my life. It's something I've done for a long time. It comes from my career as a life coach. I've coached others for almost 2 decades. And I did identify something I hadn't seen before. That's what Oprah would call an aha moment. But I did identify that I do a lot of pleasure eating, which I really didn't. And what I realized is I have not been allowing myself to just go have fun, not just on my own. Now my husband and I do a lot of things together. We have fun, but I'm a big proponent of the artist way. If you're not familiar with that, I think it's Julia Cameron taught a course or wrote a book called The Artist Way. I taught a course based on that for several years, and I ran some groups. And I have to say, for myself, I got a lot of value out of it, maybe even more than my clients ever did. But we did morning pages every morning where you just write. You just do stream of consciousness writing. I've been journaling since I was 11, so this was easy for me to start. I'd already sort of been doing it, but yeah, morning pages every morning. You just get a pen, a paper. First thing in the morning, you just start writing whatever comes to your mind. You don't take your pen off the paper. It's totally stream of consciousness writing, and it is one of the most powerful techniques I've ever seen for anybody who feels stuck, including me. At least it's helped me many times when I felt stuck, just to write it out. You can always tear it up and throw it away. I always save my stuff, and then after a few years, oh, Roscoe's in the background. I didn't even notice that. After a few years, I burn them and they're gone, because it's really not anything that I would want to. It's not a legacy. Sometimes I think, oh, I don't want anybody to read these things. It's just for me. But it's very powerful. And then the other thing is, on top of morning pages, Julia Cameron's program taught to take yourself on a date once a week. I love that. And I've been a big proponent of that for years. And I realized I had not been doing that for myself. So, it's just going somewhere for maybe an hour, just by yourself, doing something that you enjoy doing, and just noticing that you enjoy doing it, basically. So, some would call that idle time. It's a good thing. You need some idle time. You need time to unwind, come out of that full throttle way of living that we've all become accustomed to, and just allow yourself to idle. It's a very good thing to do. So I want to reestablish that or re-implement that into my life. Just allowing myself to go do something. So lately, like to go get my nails done, I would say, okay, well, that feels like idle time to me. I'm just going to go get my nails done. But that's not really, I don't think, quite it. I think for me, idle time would be more like just allowing myself to browse through an old vintage store without anything in particular to buy. Some place where it feels good to me, where my senses come alive, where I can look around and see things and hear things and smell things that enliven me and nourish me. That's what I would call the ideal weekly date with yourself exercise. I don't do that anymore. And what do I do is I go eat ice cream, or I've gotten back into that habit. I've been drinking Coke Life. I didn't drink soda for 2 years, and then suddenly I've been drinking Pepsi and Coke. And I did switch to Coke Life. It's a Coke that has cane sugar cane and stevia as a sweetener. I don't do artificial sweeteners. I might do it without knowing they're in there, but I don't knowingly have anything with artificial sweeteners. And as soon as I find out that there are artificial sweeteners, I will eliminate it from my diet. Now, that being said, I switched to sugar-free Coffee Mate, and I don't know what it's sweetened with. I've been afraid to look, because if I look and it's something like aspartame or something like that, I won't take it anymore. I don't want to ever do that kind of thing again because of the health issues that I went through. So my hair is really feeling kind of weird. It's like I feel like there's a bug crawling on my arm. I don't want to do that again. And it's really easy to slip back into old patterns. And just this camping trip gave me a chance to reground, reassess. And so that's what I'm recommitting to. And so I'm going to be working on that this week and in the next couple of weeks, just going back to a clean way of eating, making sure that I'm cleaning up my diet as far as any artificial sweeteners, that kind of thing. And then allowing myself to, rather than drinking Diet Coke, or not Diet Coke, I drank Diet Coke for 20 years and I've not had a Diet Coke in probably 10. So I don't do Diet Coke anymore. Maybe 8 years I haven't had one, but it's been quite a long time. I don't do Diet Coke anymore. I'll never do that again. But going back to my Coke habit, just drinking like Coca-Cola or Pepsi for pleasure, rather than doing that, I want to allow myself to explore other things that I enjoy doing, rather than just going back to the old pattern of drinking Coke or eating an ice cream cone. And so, not that I won't have one, ice cream now and then, and I have a really great recipe for really good whole real food ice cream. So I hope to share that with you guys in a upcoming video sometime. I also do a really great whole wheat bread, homemade bread that's really good, and it's sweetened with honey. So I want to put that here on my channel as well at some point. What else? Yeah, and just making sure I'm getting my cardio in. I think cardio is so important for me. I feel better when I do it, and that's another thing that I'm recommitting to. And yeah, and so just exploring things I enjoy doing. I like to go to the movies. I'm just going to say to my husband every now and then, I really want to go to a movie, or I want to just take a couple hours in the afternoon on a weekend and just read and do nothing else. Just allow myself to have some downtime and enjoy myself, and replacing that with just eating for fun. So I noticed that was a pattern I was slipping back into. That is the value for me of going off the grid, as I like to call it, just eliminating distractions, going camping, going out to a place where it's quiet. I also do like to meditate and journal and things like that. And I've gotten a little sloppy with that lately, with just taking the time out of my day to have quiet time. Meditation means different things to different people. And to me, it's really just for me about disengaging from that like the left brain kind of strategy and working things out, and re-engaging my right brain, that creative side, and making sure that I'm flexing that muscle. And sometimes that means literally going outside and sitting under my tree that it's this huge maple tree that my husband planted when it was, he planted it. It was tiny, it was a little tree, and now it's huge. I call that my Let It Be tree. I love it. It's the one that I put squirrel food in. It's the one the squirrel hangs out in. And yeah, sometimes I can just go lean against that tree or walk barefoot in the grass, and that's enough to ground me and get me out of that left brain thinking and back into honoring my creative side. So all of that is just really important for me to just feel like I'm honoring my my best self and really applying or walking out the concept that I love so much, having a holistic approach to success. To me, it's so important. I've seen people I love literally work themselves at work so hard that they have nothing left for home, and vice versa. And it doesn't get any better. This culture that we live in at least in the States, it can literally just suck the life right out of you if you let it, I think. So I think it's up to us to decide what we need to maybe replenish ourselves, so that, you know, we can give 110% at work, but we can also give 100%, 110% at home. So I know the math doesn't add up, but I believe in miracles. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my ramble today. It's really great to get back from camping. I enjoy going camping, but I do enjoy coming back home and getting back into the work that I love and doing things that I love, and with a fresh perspective. And I'm a little hoarse too, I think, just from being up in the mountains, and and I did do my cardio this morning, and I need to go hydrate here too. So yep. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for being a part of my channel. It really does mean so much to me. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. And if you like today's video, I don't always just do the talking head video, but every now and then I do like to just get on and talk. It is a lifestyle vlog after all, and this is my life, and I just like to catch you up on things. In a couple days, I'll come out with more pictures from our trip. It was so pretty. So I might just do a quick little video and have some pictures to maybe some music or something like that, and just share a little bit about how we, what we did. So that was part 2. I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.